my name is Chelsea.
Hi, I'm Ron.
Nice to meet you, Ron.
Same here.
Can you tell me why you are here today or what I can help you with?
A friend of mine's daughter was telling me that I didn't drink enough water,
Okay.
and he said that it might be dehydration and that I work out and do a lot of activities all day long and I just drink zero water.
Okay.
So, put on a few pounds, almost 60 years old, have pretty good eating habits, but thought if I could improve it, I should.
Okay, sounds good. So we will go ahead. So today in our counseling session, we are going to go ahead and go through your confidential intake form, which you filled out for me here. And then we're going to go ahead and do a 24-hour recall so you can tell me what happens at the start of your day from when you wake up throughout your whole day to the time that you go to bed,
Okay.
including any eating events or activities, work, anything like that, so I can just get an overall idea of what you're doing throughout the day and your activities.
Okay.
And then we will go ahead and see if there's any gaps in your day that we can kind of alter and see if we can include some more water in there, like you said, that you want to try to focus on. And then we will go ahead and make some goals for you, and that'll probably be the duration of our session. So for right now, we'll go ahead and go through your confidential intake form.
Okay.
So it says that your reason for visit is mostly general nutrition. And do you have high blood pressure right now, or?
I take medication for it.
Okay.
And it's probably higher than what normal is, but it's acceptable to the doctor.
Okay, sounds good. And let's see. So I'll go ahead and flip over. And I see your medications. Can you go ahead and tell me about your exercise?
So I get up at about 4:30 to 4:45.
Okay.
Instantly have a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Drive to the gym. Do 30 minutes of some kind of cardio.
Okay.
And do about an hour. About an hour's worth of weightlifting.
Okay. How intense is your cardio, would you say?
Medium.
Medium? Okay.
Yeah.
And is it usually, what type of machine do you usually use? Like an elliptical?
Usually use an elliptical. And if those handles are accurate, my heart rate gets up to about 101.
Okay.
102.
Okay. 102. And then you said 1 hour of weightlifting. And then is that just, it says all body parts, or do you focus on like a couple body parts per day, or
Yeah.
how does it? Okay. So it alternates per day. So legs and then arms.
Well, Monday's chest and triceps, Tuesday back and bicep, Wednesday shoulders and legs.
Okay.
And then 2 days a week I mix in an aerobic class called body pump.
Okay, so it sounds like you definitely have your exercise figured out, and so that's definitely not an area that you are lacking in. And let's see, so it also okay, so as far as meal planning, it looks like you and your wife cook. Can you tell me about what is usually like a typical meal for you guys for dinner?
There's some kind of a protein, whether it's chicken, fish, or a steak.
Okay.
There's always a green vegetable.
Okay.
Though it's always, what is it, a protein, a starch, and a vegetable.
Okay. So it sounds like a pretty balanced meal.
Unless it's she's late, and then it's a pasta of some sort.
Okay. Sounds good. And you eat out once a week. Okay, so as far as beverages go, it looks like you have about 6 drinks per week.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you usually mix your vodka with?
Cranberry.
Cranberry. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then so coffee, it looks like we have 5 cups, and that's per day?
Per day.
Okay, 5 cups per day.
One when I leave for the gym. Actually, the gym has coffee, so I'll have a small cup while I'm starting to warm up on the elliptical, and then a couple, 2 or 3 when I get home.
Okay, sounds good. So 5 cups of coffee. And do you put anything in your coffee? Cream or sugar?
I put milk,
okay.
Low fat or whatever, and then I usually put a little dab of that vanilla.
Like a coffee creamer?
Yeah.
Okay. Coffee creamer. Okay, and then worst food habits are crackers and you don't drink enough water. Okay, and can you tell me about the crackers? Is it, and it says Triscuit, is that usually like a low sodium Triscuit? Is it just a regular Triscuit? Do
No,
you
I don't
know
usually
which
buy the
ones?
low fat ones because they're not the flavored ones.
Okay, so regular Triscuits.
Yeah.
Okay. And as far as Triscuits go, is it like a handful every day,
There's probably a
or?
handful. Let's see, probably I put it in a Ziploc for lunch. Probably 10,
Okay.
and then probably 10 when I get home.
Okay. Okay.
A lot of times I'll take those 10 and I'll scoop cottage cheese out with them.
Okay. Sounds good. Cottage cheese. Okay, sounds good. I think that covers that. All right, so we'll go ahead and go through your 24-hour recall right now. So just go ahead and walk me through the time that you wake up until you go to bed. And I'm not going to interrupt this time. Just go ahead and go through, and then I'll ask you questions the second time around.
Okay.
And even, yeah, so all the food and all your activities.
So alarms off, let's call it at 4:30.
Okay.
To the gym by about 5. I've had a cup of coffee.
Okay.
I come back from the gym at around 7. Usually at that time I'll spend about 30 minutes in my home office, and then I'll come up, make my lunch, which is a salad, and my salad is romaine, spinach, carrots. I usually chop up tomatoes, some grapes, throw some of them slivered almonds from Trader Joe's. Seems like I'm missing a part. And then I use that Asian dressing.
Okay, like a vinaigrette or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And then that's when I'll put my 10 Triscuits in a Ziploc, put it in my lunch.
Okay.
And then I'll shower. Normally I don't have time for an omelet, so I take an egg and I kind of do an over easy, put it on a piece of toast, and off to work.
Okay.
Lunch is anywhere between probably 12, and sometimes as late as 3. But I try to get it in there somewhere.
Okay.
I've been drinking about 3 days a week coconut water with lunch. And then home usually 5 or 6. Eat dinner 7, 7:30.
Okay.
Dinner usually consists of, as I told you.
Right. The chicken or a protein, vegetable, and the
Right.
grain. Okay.
Lots of it.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so when you said that you wake up in the morning, you have a cup of coffee so you wake up around 4:30, and then you're at the gym by 5 o'clock, right?
Yeah, I'm at the gym closer to 5:30.
Okay, so 5:30, and then you work out until about 7?
Yep.
Okay, and then you're home. And so you make your lunch, and do you have a protein with your lunch?
Oh, yeah, I do. I put a can of that, I knew there was something missing, a can of that Target chicken.
Okay, so canned chicken. Do you know if it's in oil or water by chance?
Probably water.
Probably water, okay. Oh, and it's just like the white beet in the little can?
Yeah, white.
Probably about...
But it's not, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's water. I think only
Okay.
tuna comes in oil.
Okay, and then that's probably about 4 ounces a can? 4 to 6 ounces, I think. Okay, 4 to 6 ounces of chicken. And almonds. Okay, so spinach and romaine. You said you put tomatoes, carrots, almonds, and the Asian vinaigrette.
And grapes.
And grapes.
I slice them.
Okay, grapes.
If they're
If they're here. Okay. And then Triscuits, we kind of talked about that already.
Yeah.
And then so for breakfast, do you usually eat breakfast at home, or is that okay? So
I eat that I usually eat that right before I leave or as I'm pulling out of the garage.
Okay.
It's only an egg and a piece of toast. It doesn't take long.
So it's quick. Okay, egg and toast. And lunch is around between 12 and 3.
Right.
And you have your salad.
Right.
And do you eat your Triscuits then?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have a coconut water sometimes.
Yeah, and if there's no coconut water, I probably have nothing.
Okay.
Once in a while, I'll have a Diet Coke, but
Okay.
not very often.
Okay. And then home by 5 or 6, and dinner 7 to 7:30. Do you ever do you tend to have anything to eat usually after 7:30, like after dinner, as far as dessert goes, or a snack? Or
Yeah, not regularly, but
Okay.
I like taking that chocolate almond milk. throwing it in a blender with some ice,
Okay.
maybe a banana.
Okay.
Um, blend it all up. If I
Okay.
was creative, I would buy one of those cans of protein and put a scoop of protein powder in. But
Okay. All right, sounds good. Well, just looking at your 24-hour recall, it does look like there's just, I mean, clearly you have a very busy day from when you wake up at 4:30 till you get home at 7:30. It looks like there are a few gaps in here that I think that we can possibly fill in with either definitely some more water. How do you feel about water since you don't drink it? Do you not like it? Do you not like the taste of it? Do you not
you
like
know,
time?
it's just you know, it's funny. I mean, everybody in my family just guzzles the stuff. It just I can take it or leave it. It doesn't
Okay.
seem to be something that's important to me. I mean,
Okay.
I can when it's really hot out and I've been at Lake Powell or I've been somewhere. I mean, you know, guzzling some water is obviously you know when you need it.
Okay.
If I could drink Gatorade, coconut water, if there was some kind of water that would be acceptable that had a little bit of flavor, I'd probably drink more of it.
Okay.
I do love Gatorade.
Okay,
I
you
like
love
the
Gatorade.
green Gatorade, but it's
Okay.
probably full of bad stuff.
Okay. Well, I think as far as your meals go, it looks like, I mean, you look like a pretty decent sized man. Looks like you exercise a lot, and I feel like we could maybe incorporate a few snacks in your day. Do you ever feel like hungry like after lunch, or are you just too busy to really figure it out? Or do you usually
Yeah,
just
you
feel
know, my
fine?
salad is huge.
Okay.
So, no, I don't really ever feel hungry.
Okay.
I think sometimes hungry gets tied up with boredom.
Okay.
So, but, um, you know, I have other friends that say they eat 3 and 4 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel if I ate 3 or 4 times a day, I'd weigh 600 pounds. So
Okay.
I don't know what they're eating.
Right. Okay. Well, I just as far as yeah, I mean, it's been like scientifically proven that if you do eat 3 to 4 times a day, it just keeps your blood sugar at like a equilibrium state, so your blood sugar isn't going up or down. And when your blood sugar gets low, which you know is usually when you feel hungry or irritable or you feel you know you can't concentrate, that usually means your blood sugar is low. And people, when their blood sugar gets low, they tend to eat or they tend to overeat. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that as long as you don't feel that there's any, you know, big jumps in your blood sugar where you feel really tired and then you eat and then, you know, you're ready to go for the rest of the day. But if it's more just, you know, constant and you don't feel hungry, then maybe we don't really need to incorporate as many snacks.
Well, I get pretty gassed right around lunchtime, especially if it's a later, you know, 1 to 2 thing. I mean, I can sit and I eat outside.
Okay.
And there's no doubt about it. After I eat, if it wasn't embarrassing, I'd put my head down on wherever I'm eating and take a nap. But,
Okay.
so I'm a little out of gas then.
Okay.
Um,
Is it more of a tired out of gas or like you know, like I'm hungry?
no, I'm tired.
You're tired. Okay.
Yeah. No,
All
I don't
right.
ever really feel that hungry. But again, it's a big salad.
Right. Okay.
So if there was a gap, to me, it would probably be more from my early breakfast to lunch.
Especially if you're not eating lunch until about 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's a really long gap.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel, you know, for a man who goes to the gym 6 times a week and also lifts a lot of weights, I don't see a ton of, you know, protein really in your diet. And protein can really kind of affect how your workout goes and how you recover from your workout, as far as, you know, building muscle, and your body needs protein to rebuild the muscle. So I would suggest, and also maybe just to help you kind of get to your lunch time without, you know, getting too hungry and dipping into that like low blood sugar state, to maybe increase a snack in between, you know, after you have breakfast, which is usually around, you said breakfast was usually
probably,
on an
let's see, I'm
average
probably
day.
Leaving 7:38. So probably
8 o'clock?
Yeah, 8 to 8:30 probably.
Okay. So I would probably suggest maybe incorporating a snack between, you know, your after having breakfast at 8 to having lunch at 12. I mean, that's still a 4-hour gap, and if you don't even eat until 3 o'clock, then there's a lot of time where your body's just kind of going, you know, I need some sort of energy to keep me throughout the day. So how do you feel about, so you said previously that you like cottage cheese.
Yeah, so what I trying not to put more weight on,
Right.
or trying to maybe even try to lose some.
Right.
You know, I always feel that, well, if you eat, you're putting something in your body that's not going to help you lose weight. But I've also been told that if you have like you said, the snacks or constant food, your blood sugar doesn't go up or down, and that's supposed to be better for you when it comes to maintaining weight.
Yes. So you want to just make sure that your blood sugar just stays at a constant rate, which is why people eat 3 to 4 times, like every 3 to 4 hours. So they'll have, breakfast, and then they'll have a light snack, which will be like a protein and a carbohydrate source. So together, those keep you full to your next lunch meal. And then after lunch, they'll have like a 2 o'clock snack or 3 o'clock, and that'll again be a little protein and a little carbohydrate, and then you'll have dinner. So just evenly spacing food kind of just keeps you fuller longer throughout the day, and it just keeps your blood sugar normal. And like you said, when you get home, you usually have Triscuits and cottage cheese. I think that's because you're hungry. So maybe if you incorporate that Triscuits and cottage cheese or a different, carbohydrate source, like as a snack before lunch, then maybe when you get home, you won't be having 30 or some crackers, like you said, in handfuls.
Okay, so is cottage cheese a good source in the middle here?
Yeah, I think cottage cheese. If you did
I could eat that. I could eat a lot of that.
Enjoy it.
And
Okay.
I do the not the non-fat,
right,
the low fat.
low fat.
Right.
I think if you have breakfast at 8 o'clock, and if you have lunch around 12, you could just fit a small snack around 10 o'clock, and it could be something small. Either a string cheese and like a string cheese for protein, or even like you said, cottage cheese. And I don't necessarily think your Triscuits are a huge issue. I think, consuming the whole box of Triscuits isn't great.
Probably takes 3 days.
Okay.
And I've killed the box.
Okay. But yeah, I think that if you just eat more throughout the day, when you get home, that seems to be when you eat your most kind of like snacky food. Right. So if you eat more throughout the day, when you get home, I don't think you're going to be as hungry.
Should I increase? So after working out, and I don't come home like, just dying to eat. It's,
okay.
For some reason, my dinner carries me through the night, through the morning. My workouts seems okay. Should I eat more at breakfast?
You can.
A little more cottage cheese with my breakfast?
Yeah, or just another egg.
2 eggs?
Yeah, I think 2 eggs. Especially, since you're already doing that, and since, it seems like you're really busy in the morning, I think if you just did 2 eggs, then...
Okay, well, these, when I do the egg and toast, it's egg.
Right.
When I do something in a pan, then I use egg beaters.
Right.
Don't I have to be concerned about the whole cholesterol thing with 2 eggs?
Yeah,
I'm already on medication for...
Right. But I think if you... I don't think eggs are really necessarily a huge issue as far as cholesterol. They do have cholesterol in them, but if you eat like 10 eggs a day, then yes. But 2 eggs a day, I don't think so. Especially if you do egg beaters, because those are egg whites, correct?
Yeah, I think they're egg whites.
I'm not.
Yeah, they're an egg white with yellow.
Okay.
I think food coloring. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Or maybe there's a little egg yolk in them. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they're mostly egg whites, and there you're not going to be getting a lot of cholesterol because it's in the yolk.
Okay.
So you could either try that, or you could eat some cottage cheese at breakfast if that's something that you think that you would like to do.
Cottage cheese will probably fill me up more, but I will try adding a snack between there and lunch. I do get a little hungry, but it's just.
I think I would try it. I think it'll just kind of even your day out a little bit. How do you feel about? I don't see a lot of fruit. How do you feel about fruit? Take it or leave it.
Yeah, I've never been a giant fan of oranges, apples. I could probably eat a bag full of grapes all year long. That's good.
What about
the dark colored
grapes? Okay, yeah, it looks like you have grapes in your salad. So if you could also incorporate, like for a snack in between here, you could do grapes and how do you feel about cheese? You said you like cheese earlier, correct?
I like cheese a lot, but that's got a lot of fat.
It has a lot of fat, but kind of depends on what kind of cheese you're eating. If you're eating like full fat cheddar, then that's definitely going to be high in fat and high in sodium, which is probably not going to be great for the hypertension and the cholesterol. But like a lower fat cheese, like a string cheese, or just like a low fat cheese with a fruit is also a carbohydrate and a protein source. So that'll work together to keep you full.
So is that string cheese? Is that good? Or, I mean, I like it. But
Yeah, no, cheese isn't terrible for you, and like most people say, just in moderation. So if you're having one string cheese and a handful of grapes for a snack, that's a
Okay.
perfect snack.
Okay.
So we'll just work on snacks. And then as far as hydration goes, so and there are waters. Like, have you ever tried vitamin water? They have it at grocery stores.
Yeah, is it multi-flavored?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they have vitamin water that's regular. That's not like a light version, or they have vitamin water and then vitamin water zero. So the
Okay.
zero one is the one that has no added sugar. So
Okay.
it doesn't have all the sugar in it, but you're still getting vitamins and it's still water.
Is it flavored at all?
Yeah, yeah, they have like acai berry.
I've had it before. I have a favorite. I don't know if it's a zero. It's a tropical something.
They have a lot of the zero ones, and they also have a lemonade, which can kind of sort of take place of maybe your Gatorade craving because it's kind of similar in flavor. But I would suggest maybe just trying those to get you at least some clear liquid for hydration, and it has vitamins and electrolytes. But the dehydration is a big part too in how you're going to feel throughout the day. Dehydration has a lot to do with, your cognitive, like your brain kind of slows down, your body slows down, just so your cells in your body are thirsty. So I think that if you incorporate a vitamin water, or even they have little packets that are at the store that you can kind of rip open and pour into your water.
Like emergency?
Yeah, emergency. Yeah.
I
mean, it just has a lot of emergency. Is kind of more for, like, I think colds. I guess I'm not too sure, but I mean, if you like it and you can put it in water and drink it, then
yeah, I have done that. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to kill me to throw a little bottle of water in my lunch. It's just.
Right.
I mean, if I need to try to do it for a month straight and see if it makes a difference, I mean, it's not. At the end of the world.
Right. I think it will definitely make a difference. If you are up to it, maybe we could just try to incorporate, like you said, a bottle of water just in the morning. Just fill up. Do you have like a plastic water bottle that you can take from home?
Yeah.
So maybe if you can just, we could try to make a goal of just filling that up with water and just see if you can drink it throughout the entire day, whether it's with an emergency or not.
And I do have water when I take my medication, but it's usually just a 8-ounce glass.
Right. And then I did print out a handout for you. That's hydration for athletes. So this kind of goes into a little bit more detail about how much you should actually have. But right here it says that you need to drink at least half of your body weight in ounces per day. So half your body weight.
So that half my body weight would be about 115.
115 ounces. So 1 cup is 8 ounces. So you can kind of see right there that you, as an athlete especially, need a lot of water. This handout's kind of going of like events, people who are going to be, like track athletes or something like that who are going to go run an event. But this is just an idea that, your body needs a lot of water. And you're not really getting too much at all. So maybe I think with just incorporating either a vitamin water or a bottle of water per day could really improve your workout performance and also just, your stamina throughout the day.
Okay.
So
how long do you think this might? I'm kind of one of those guys that I need results now.
Right.
So like a week? I mean,
well, 2 weeks? I don't think you're really going to see quick results so much as maybe just, I think your body's just going to feel just a little bit maybe lighter. And you're also not going to feel, I know you don't have a hunger problem, but water makes you feel full. So even if you have water with like your salad or, with any sort of snack, just in conjunction, it's going to make you feel fuller. Okay. So it's not going to be any sort of crazy change, which I know it sounds like that's what you want, but I think it's just going to make you feel better overall. And it's good for you. So do you have any other questions as far as water, snacks?
No, I don't. I don't think so. I mean, again, it sounds like you're just reinforcing what somebody has kind of told me
Mm-hmm.
that you need to drink more water. What about coffee? I mean, I don't drink near as much as I used to.
Okay.
I used to leave and have maybe a cup or two on the road.
Okay.
So is it really bad for you? Really good? I mean,
Well,
that's something that doesn't.
coffee is just the
I
more
don't get my
coffee.
water in it.
Yeah, no. The more coffee that you drink, it increases urine production. So coffee is a diuretic, so it makes you want to go to the restroom.
Okay.
So it makes you want to pee, and if you urinate a lot throughout the day, you're losing water. So you're becoming more dehydrated.
Okay.
So that's the biggest issue with coffee is that if you're drinking all this coffee and not drinking water in with it, then you're just going to be excreting water from your body and you're not getting any in. So it just kind of increases your dehydration problem. So I think, if I would suggest, perhaps cutting back on coffee, but I think that could be something that we can maybe talk more about in our next session if you would like. But I think just incorporating maybe as many cups of water as you do coffee throughout the day, just so you're at least meeting even with your coffee.
I probably just need to buy those plastic bottles of water and just have them in the Jeep and just if it's there, I'll probably force myself. If it's not, it just won't. I'll just keep driving.
Sounds good. So how do you feel? Do you feel like if we set some goals, do you think that you would maybe try to implement them?
It seems like if you think my eating is acceptable, except for throwing a snack in here, which wouldn't be difficult for me to pack in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll just try to drink more water.
Okay. Yeah, I think your eating habits are great. I mean, I think most men your age don't have a huge salad for lunch. They're usually going to something else, and you have a protein and a starch at breakfast, and your dinner sounds, it's very balanced. So yeah, I think your eating and your food choices are great. I think just maybe incorporating, like we said, a snack here. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and set one goal. So for a snack, what do you think would be an ideal snack that you could add in here?
I'll definitely just throw another Tupperware of cottage cheese in there.
Okay.
Probably about a fistful.
Okay. So probably I would say
I don't know.
6 ounces.
Yeah, maybe more.
Okay.
And if cottage cheese is around, I'll definitely, not cottage cheese, string cheese.
Okay.
I definitely would be willing to eat one of those.
Okay.
Seems like when they're at home, I want to eat 8 of them.
Okay.
Like one seems to just be like, okay, that was really, really good and I need more.
Right. Yeah, and I think if you just take it with you, if you just take one with you, then obviously you're gone throughout the day, so you're not going to you won't be able to eat anymore if you only pack one. Right. Okay, so any fruit choice that you think you could incorporate in there?
The grapes.
The grapes, okay.
I mean, there's always apples at home, but it just
doesn't do it for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And as far as how many times a week do you think that you can incorporate a snack, just to start out with?
Well, every day at work.
You want to try every day?
Yeah, no, every day at work. I mean, I take my lunch, and if I don't take a lunch, I go to Subway and I'll get their chicken chop salad.
Okay, so it's pretty similar.
It's similar. I imagine their dressing's got a little bit, more calories, but same stuff.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and set your goal for either incorporating cottage cheese, either 6 to 8 ounces, or string cheese and grapes every day for 1 week.
Okay.
And then goal 2 should be probably focused around water.
Okay.
So what do you think would be a realistic goal for you as far as incorporating water into your busy day? Either a vitamin, we can either do a vitamin water.
Well,
just whatever you think that you could realistically do.
To try to take care of my wallet and not spend $2 every day on that, I'll just get a bottle of water, however big those are, and I'll either drink that straight or I'll probably throw an emergency in it to flavor it up.
Okay. And for the bottle of water, let's just go ahead and...
What I would probably do is eat that at lunch, unless it's better that it doesn't matter, just eat it, just drink it during the course of the day.
You don't need to sit down and, chug the whole bottle of water. I think you should definitely, maybe even the night before, fill up the bottle of water. So if we can get like a big, a big one,
Right.
so 24 ounces or so, fill it up. And then in the morning, just have it all day. In the morning, drink a little bit for, when you wake up, just
Right.
out of that bottle. And then just drink it through the whole day and see if you finish it.
Okay.
So
24, is that what one of those jugs is?
Yeah, it's probably be about this big or so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so 24 ounces of H2O, and we'll try that. We'll try one bottle per day.
So 24 ounces, and this is,
Yeah.
for an athlete, would be 115.
Right.
So I'm like,
and if you think about it, so
one quarter less.
Yeah.
I mean, less than a quarter of what.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, these are probably, like you said, performing athletes.
Right, but I mean, this is still just a general guideline.
Right.
Like, you need to drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water per day. And then it gets more into like performance kind of down here. But yeah, and if you think, 1 cup of water is 8 ounces, so you're going to be getting 3 cups in this.
Okay.
So it's not, it's not a ton of water, but I think since you haven't, been incorporating it, it's not going to be realistic to say, drink 2 gallons of water, because that's not going to happen.
Well, honestly, Chelsea, there's weeks that I don't drink.
Just don't take it.
Other than when I take my medicine in the morning. I will not have 1 cup of water anywhere else during the day.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think definitely setting your goal for putting some protein and your carbohydrate and grapes into your mid-morning snack.
Okay.
I think will definitely keep you full, and then also the water.
Okay.
Should be great.
All right.
And do you have any other questions?
No. So if a person was going to try to lose, and I know you're a dietitian and not necessarily a weight loss, but if a person was going to try to lose weight, is it simply a function of calories in and calories out?
Yes, it's definitely calories in, calories out, and exercise.
So if you're eating 2,000 calories a day and you're burning 500, you're definitely going the wrong direction.
Well, to lose 1 pound of fat. So 1 pound of fat accounts for, do you know how many calories? 1 pound of fat?
Do I?
Yeah, any idea? 3,500. So to lose 1 pound of fat, you have to get rid of 3,500 calories.
Yikes.
So that's a lot. But it's not per day, obviously. It's a huge number. So to lose, a pound of fat a week, which some people do, so that would be 500. You would have to go into a deficit or decrease your calorie intake by 500 7 days a week.
Okay.
Because 500 calories times 7 is 3,500.
Okay.
So that's how people lose 1 pound a week.
Wow.
So this is a huge. It's really. I mean, it's really tough to lose weight, especially. You're gonna have to cut your calories, and it seems like your exercise is really up there. And have you ever seen how many calories that you burn?
The Goofy machine tells you like for 30 minutes of cardio, it's like 500, I think. But how accurate is it? I don't know.
Okay.
And that's if you put I put in the right I'm
right, your
235.
Your age.
It doesn't ask your age actually. Oh. Not this one, but some of them do.
Okay, your age and your weight.
Yeah, definitely ask your weight. Ask your weight. Does it ask you? You hit the buttons all the time. I think it just asks your weight.
Okay. Because really, weight and height is probably going to be the most accurate. Age, I really don't see how your age. I mean, if you just think about it, like a 200-pound 60-year-old is going to be different than a 200-pound 20-year-old, as far as body composition. But I mean, height and weight is the best predictor of how many calories that you burn. But so this is how you would burn a pound of fat.
So I guess if I was really going to lose weight and really, really wanted to focus, either train really hard,
right?
Or
you would probably
drink less alcohol.
That could be an issue.
Because that's probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many.
Because honestly, your calorie intake is just from looking at your diet. it's probably low. It's probably less than definitely what a normal person probably your age eats.
Yeah, I think it's this thing at the bottom here.
Yeah, your
Vodka.
vodka.
So if you have one vodka and cranberry and, 8 or 10 ounce glass,
Yeah.
and there's probably, I probably put three to four shots in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then mix in some cranberry juice and obviously ice. I mean,
Right.
I have no clue how many calories are there.
I don't really either, but I mean, cranberry juice is usually like 160, I feel like, calories per serving, or 120, depending on if you get like the low sugar, which, I mean, that doesn't taste as good, and the vodka is sugar. It's just pretty much sugar. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you wanted to switch up your cocktails, probably, I mean, definitely cutting back would probably be the best, but like a tonic water would be the least high in calories.
So,
or a soda water. And
or just mix the drink less strong.
Yes.
I mean, just try something, or just quit drinking as much.
Yes. Pretty much.
Because I could easily starve myself and just keep drinking, but I probably wouldn't be healthy.
No, that would not be good.
Okay.
But yeah, we can definitely the weight loss is kind of a whole other ball game that we could definitely get into another session.
Okay.
But yeah, I think if that's a goal that you want, then I could calculate out what you're eating per day and do a calorie deficit and see how much we could realistically cut out of your diet to lose the weight that you ultimately want to lose.
I mean, in my salad, I mean, the spinach and all that stuff, I mean, there's no calories in that, is there?
I mean, there is, but it's nothing crazy.
Yeah. Oh, handful of almonds?
Your almonds is going to be where your calories are coming from in your salad.
So, but I thought they were supposed to be really good for you.
They are good for you.
Should I get rid of, I mean, I don't have to have.
I wouldn't get rid of them because there's some protein in them,
Okay.
and they also have, vitamins that you need.
And then the little can of chicken?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like 60 calories, 60 or 80 calories.
So it's not.
No.
So
you need protein.
So how many calories a day are you supposed to consume, or is that?
Well, it depends. I mean, it really depends on your, height, weight, physical activity, age. But I mean, for you, as much as you exercise, 2,500 to 2,500, I would say.
Would be too much or about normal?
No, it should be normal. And I honestly I don't see that you would be consuming that much unless your dinner is astronomically large or it's,
What is an 8 ounce piece of fish calories wise? I mean, you have a clue, or is it hard to tell?
I'm not too sure about fish. I mean,
meat.
I don't know, 100 or something.
Okay, so it's not.
I'm not really
not
sure.
Crazy.
It's just the grains.
Where have I been? Oh, I know what it is. When I go to Subway now, and you're sitting at Subway and you're getting ready to order, every sandwich up there has a calorie on it.
Yeah.
I mean, they got it like this one's 400, this one's 200.
This one's 2,000.
So that if you buy that sandwich and it says it's 600 calories, it's 600 calories.
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
A couple, but yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, great. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you. It was very, very helpful, and I didn't think I was doing too bad, other than I know the water thing's an issue.
Yeah, I think just really your water thing,
maybe that'll help metabolizes, or is that the word?
Well, water just pretty much helps you stay hydrated, and just the whole problem with dehydration is it just causes you to lose focus. It causes you to be sluggish, which it seems like you're busy and you don't really have that problem, but it's also, I think, really going to improve your workout and your overall health, down the line.
Okay, I'll drink more water.
Because your cells are just like starving for water.
Okay.
So.
All right,
great.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And then we'll meet again after a month, or
if you would
schedule something.
Yeah, if you would like to schedule a next appointment, you can do so at the desk, and it'll probably be just whenever you want. We can do it next week or 2 weeks out.
Let me do it for a couple of weeks and see if I consciously feel any different.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right.